Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First down.
Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. Passing, it's Dalton on the screen, Bernard. Only 3 there on the screen, it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's second down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Conner. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, baby.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously, Boswell.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
Like 30. Check, check. 41-yard line. Come up the ball. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Here we go. Black 80.
54. Army.
He'll try and run for it with counter. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Solid, 5 down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Andy Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch.
This will be Dalton again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes our score 17-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The throw over the middle taken in. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Blue Dan, blue Dan.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hands up, ladies.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Hands up.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hands
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Andy Dalton now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, well, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Double.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Takes both of them.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go again.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And let's get this, get this.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Quarter.
Now Roethlisberger, able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
We need team.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Dalton gives to Bernard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Jack 16.
Connor going to try and run it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st.
1st down, Cincinnati.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Big series right here.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They go 368.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And able to find Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Sponge. 93, 52.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
First and 10 for Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score. Bengals 34. Steelers 8.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
This is Mixon on the draw. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Once again, they run with Mixon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Hands up! 318!
Stop your whining. Double tight, guys, double tight.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Hands up!
And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Bengals, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back